Hello everyone, it's Kay here, and I'm here today to share a little something with you. As you know, I watch YouTube a great deal, and every once in a while I come across someone that really does a lovely tutorial or puts forward a project that perhaps I haven't seen before, and providing I then go on and make whatever it is they've done the tutorial for, I like to come back, show what I've done, because it may mean that some of my subscribers don't actually see what it is I've seen, and also put a recommendation forward for a crafter that I haven't encountered before. Well, it's all happened. I was on YouTube and I was just strolling through, as you do, looking at various bits and pieces, and I came across a lady called Effianncards. Now, Effiann is known as Steph to quite a few people, and she did a haul video, and then I went on to watch something that she'd done a tutorial for, and bless her heart, it's such a comprehensive tutorial that I just felt I wanted to give it a go, which I went on to do. So I'll show you what Steph did the tutorial for. Now, this is my version. Obviously, when you get someone's idea in your hot hands, you do like to put your own little stamp on it, and Effie did a tutorial for a stationery set, but she didn't decorate the front cover too much. She's kept it quite plain, because the idea is that it would fit into someone's handbag if they wanted to, or what have you. Well, I've done a stay-at-home version that can sit on your desk or somewhere where you might like to write from, and this is how it presents, and it really is a delight. It's a good size. I mean, I haven't got huge hands, but it's probably about, I don't know, where's my ruler? I haven't got my ruler here. Oh well, it's that size. You can see if I rest it on my hand, it's probably about 8.5-ish by 6 inches wide. There is a spine to it which is just about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch wide, and then there you have the back, which I've kept very, very plain. It is not requiring a closure because it sits together quite nicely, as you can see, and all you have to do is open it up, and then you find 10 envelopes, 5 in each section, which are handmade on the envelope board. And Steph, even, I want to call her Effie because that's the YouTube name, but Steph actually then talked about where she got her pads from, which was from the range. So I thought, oh goody gumdrops, I went along there and had a little look-see, and just for once the range had in something that someone has recently bought, which is, you know, quite unheard of for the range that I go to in Taunton, but they were up to speed, and so I came home and made this lovely little gift, and it is super. Effie suggests, Steph, that you put a little stamp on each of the pages just to lift the writing pad up a little bit. She shows you how to make the little holder for the pen here, and I only had a yellow gel pen, so that's got to go in there. It's not shouting too loudly. I put a little bit of punch trim on either side here just to pretty it up, and these bits of ribbon are actually anchored at the back. Excuse the shadow from the tripod, but it's anchored at the back, and it does just allow you to open up. You can always make new envelopes, always replace the writing pad, because it has this little tag affair here that allows you to just drop your notepad into, so it's like an everlasting stationery set, and I just fell in love with it. So, not content with doing one, I decided I would make one in blue, because I'm rather partial to blue, and this is my blue one. I've just used this diddy little die cut here with a little flower in the centre and the word dream on it. And when you open it up, again, I've taken Steph's advice, only this time I made belly bands for the envelopes, but they can still slip out and in, so you can make more and replenish. And the same with the writing pad aspect. I just stamped every page. They're not identical, it can't be, it's handmade, but they all carry the same theme of the little flowers and the leaf work. And then I just used this grosgrain ribbon to decorate the belly bands for the envelope, and that was just a variation on the ribbon. I just thought it would look just as good with the belly bands around it, using the paper that I used to decorate the front and the back of the stationery. And then I went on to make another one because I'm quite compulsive like that, and I like to use different papers to see how things work out. And I'm planning just to use up the rest of the pads that I bought and just have lots of these. Ideal for racks, they're not terribly heavy, ideal for little gifts for people, family, friends, whoever you consider would like something of this nature. And that is the inside of this one, and it's just a little bit of stamp work, a little bit of matting and layering with whatever paper you decide to use. This little band that holds the notebook is actually part and parcel of an A4 sheet of cards, so it's not expensive on materials. I've just again gone back to the ribbon on this one and the little stamp bit, just to keep it all in keeping with the tutorial from Effiann. So what I will do, having shared this with you, is put a link to Effiann's channel under the video where you will see her wonderful tutorial. It is simple, but I hope you'll agree, extremely effective and a nice gift to have to pass on to a family member or a crafty friend. They just work so well, and I was delighted to have stumbled across such a lovely tutorial. So without further ado, I'll love you and leave you. I will, as I say, leave the link below the video. Do please go along and say hello and subscribe to Effiann. She's a very clever young lady who has some really lovely ideas, so I'm sure she would appreciate a little bit of crafty support from our community, which is always supportive to its members. And just let her know that we are out there and appreciating her endeavours to build her channel and get a little name for herself on YouTube. So thank you for sharing this time with me. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye bye for now.